And Palestine Action is the wrong group to pick a fight with if you want to avoid scrutiny, because everything they're doing exposes the connection between the British state and the Israeli war machine. They have forced the public to look at Elbit systems, at the supply chain, at the fact that British factories are producing parts used in Gaza. They've exposed how deep the complicity runs, and instead of addressing that complicity, the government has tried to criminalise the movement, and that's why losing the judicial review just is not an option for them. Because a loss isn't just a courtroom setback, it's a political collapse. And this brings you to the Foreign Office, because this is where the international pressure becomes part of the domestic calculation. Israel is not a passive observer here. The UK is a strategic ally, a supplier, and a diplomatic shield. And the Palestine Action Judicial Review threatens all of that. If the prescription is found unlawful, Israel loses a political tool it has been using through allies for the last year. If the courts allow scrutiny of UK arms exports, Israel loses a critical part of its supply chain. And if the case exposes that the UK has breached its own rules, the Foreign Office faces a diplomatic crisis with the government it has spent the last year protecting. The Starmer government has tied itself tightly to Israel's military position, even as public opinion has shifted dramatically. And once the F-35 case cracked the door open on UK complicity, the political class has been scared stiff of what a fully litigated challenge would expose. That's why Chamberlain's removal from that case matters for this one, because it shows you the sensitivity, it shows you the pressure, it shows you the pattern. And then you look at the arms industry, because they're the quiet centre of the story, and they always are. The British state has spent decades entangling its foreign policy with its defence economy. The arms industry is not just a commercial sector, it's a diplomatic instrument. And when a group like Palestine Action starts forcing closure after closure, disrupting production lines and hitting investors and exposing financial networks, the industry doesn't just panic, it mobilises.